This is exactly where we're supposed to be. Resolve is what got us here. We're going to win because we're going to play.
What it's all about, conference finals.
We feel we can beat Miami. There's no doubt in our mind that we can.
We're able to play our type of game.
That's the bad blood right now.
For the fans and everybody out there, for us, it's great competition.
So this is the biggest matchup of the Eastern Conference in half.
We'll see what happens. Let's get it on.
And then there were 4. Conference championship time. Hi, and welcome to NBA Tonight. Kevin Connors, Tim Legler. Many wanted it. Monday night, we got it. Game 1, Celtics and Heat in Miami. Heat without Chris Bosh, still out with the ab strain, so LeBron and D-Wade were asked to shoulder the load again. And Legs James came out looking for his.
He really did. First time he catches the basketball, just turns the corner, puts his head down. Symptomatic of things to come. Miami Heat doing a great job being aggressive, trying to get to the rim. Here again, the back cut, no help behind. Paul Pierce, LeBron with the easy lob.
One of 4 Chalmers assists. LeBron had 13 in the first quarter. Legs, he's so good off the basketball.
He really is. I mean, he's just so explosive. Right here, he makes the cut from about 30 feet out, catches the ball with no dribble, and gets through him and lays it up. First step here, explodes, and able to finish with the left hand, absorbing the contact with his body.
James single-handedly outscored the Celtics in the first quarter. Technical fouls were a big story in this one. Legs, when does Ray Allen ever get teed up?
First of all, it's a bad call, and then you compound it by giving him a technical foul without even giving him a chance to react at all. I don't understand that one whatsoever.
Rajon Rondo would score inside. Kevin Garnett was teed up in this one. What did you think of the officiating overall in Game 1?
I didn't like it in the first half. I really didn't. I thought there were too many fouls called that were not indicative of an Eastern Conference Finals. I thought the referees were too sensitive in their reactions to coaches and players reacting to their calls. So I didn't like it in the first half. I thought the second half was much better.
Doc Rivers got teed up. He called one of the technical foul. He got one of the worst he's seen since he's been in the league. And you know what? It seemed 4 technical fouls on the Celtics.
I mean, he's just saying, come on, to the referee. It says referee's first name. It doesn't curse, no profanity. I don't understand that at all. Again, this is the Eastern Conference Finals. There's a lot at stake, a lot of emotion in this game. I thought it was a little bit oversensitive in the first half.
And yet, despite the technical fouls, despite the poor play, 3-point shooting kept the Celtics in the game in the second quarter. This game was tied at 46 at the half. Third quarter, how's this for an outlet pass by Dwayne Wade?
And how many times have we seen these two guys hook up like this? This is about 85 feet in the air, right on the money to LeBron James. But a poor job by the Boston Celtics, and no one rotates back on a jump shot from the top of the key, and Miami takes advantage of it.
Later, you want a little D. How's this? Rondo, his patent and move, and LeBron was having none of that, Legs.
Rajon Rondo relaxed after the fake, thought he had time to get that off, but LeBron James tracked that the entire way and forces the shot clock violation.
He'd outscored the Celtics 26-15 in the third quarter. Fourth quarter, the Celtics were struggling to score. Where was the offense?
They really had a hard time. The Miami Heat wear you down. It's exhausting to try to get open looks, and when you finally do, you press a little bit, you don't make shots. And by the time we got to this point in the game, I really thought the Boston Celtics just ran out of gas.
Celtics shot just 37.5% for the game. Meantime, Miami got so many easy looks.
They really did. Dwayne Wade with a great pass to Joel Anthony right there. Look at that hesitation and the circus finish. Celtics finally did converge in a lane that time and get a contest, and Dwayne Wade still makes it. And take a look at this effort. Up 15 with 4 minutes to go, and then tracks the ball all the way down the court, ends up with the block shot from behind as well.
He was all over the place. The Heat take Game 1, 93-79. Miami is now 6-1 at home this postseason. Boston falls to 2-5 on the road. The Heat have now won 5 straight games in the Eastern Conference Finals. 32 points, 13 rebounds for LeBron, his 5th 30-10 playoff game with the Heat. Miami had 11 blocked shots. The Celtics had 1. LeBron was great, but even he admits he had help.
They do all the small things. They defend for us, they rebound, they communicate defensively, and they make gaps for us offensively to be able to attack. So, we get a lot of the press, we get a lot of the headlines, but our teammates, they do everything to help us win ball games.
Compared to a year ago at this time, how much more comfortable are you meshing your game with Dwayne Wade's game?
It's night and day. I feel more comfortable out there. you know, even with one another, even when we're on the floor together, we just work off one another and just try to make, you know, the right play for our team.
We have way too much respect for them as champions. You know, they've proven themselves, and we haven't accomplished anything. We know that. The way they grind, they've already thrown this game away, and they're just focusing on what they can do to try to steal game 2.
For us, we're playing great team ball, you know, from especially in the fourth quarter. We're not playing as much hero ball that we played last year. You know, we're getting off the ball, we're penetrating, we're trusting each other a lot more, and that comes with time. So, you know, in the fourth quarter, we believe in each other, and that's been a success for us.
Well, the common theme when the Heat were down 2-1 to the Pacers was that LeBron and Wade had to carry the load, and that's exactly what they've done. Miami is 4-0 since, and James and Wade are combining for an average of almost 63 points, shooting better than 58%. In Game 1, they combined for 54 points on 60% shooting. Legs, the conventional wisdom coming into Game 1 was that the Celtics might be tired coming off of the 7-game series with the Sixers, and the conventional wisdom coming into the series was that Miami was going to be too athletic for Boston. How wise was that conventional wisdom?
Pretty on point, I would say, after the first game. There's a stark contrast in the athletic ability between these two teams, and the Miami Heat really manifested that in the way they were able to get easy baskets throughout the game. In an Eastern Conference Finals, you don't expect to have this many uncontested layups. This is Dwayne Wade just turning the corner. This is the first half. There's literally no resistance offered at the point of attack, and then no second-line defender to come here again, slicing his way through the lane. I know these are great players, but this isn't the kind of defensive effort you want to see, where everything should be contested and everything in the lane should be difficult to come by. Just wasn't the case. When you give a team like Miami this many runouts and this many easy opportunities at the rim, it's going to be impossible because you've got your hands full enough with the contested shots they're going to make. If you give them 6, 8, 10, 12 uncontested shots at the rim in terms of layups or dunks, you don't have any chance. That's how you see these lofty field goal percentage numbers of the Miami Heat. The way these two guys have played 50% overall as a team, it's because of all the easy shots that they get throughout the course of the game, because they're just quicker. They're beating Boston to the point, turning the corner, getting all the way to the rim before the weak side defense can get there.
Celtics struggled on defense, but it wasn't just there. Offensively, this was not Boston's night. Take a look at the numbers here. Kevin Garnett had 23 points in Game 1, but the rest of the starters were woeful from the field. Other Celtics starters combined to shoot just 32%, making just 3 of 9 free throws. Bench chipped in with just 14 points, not going to get it done. Little offense and bad defense. Doc Rivers, which hurt more?
But we gave them both tonight, in my opinion. We let Wade, we let LeBron play in extreme comfort, and we gave the other guys everything they wanted as well. So we'll go back and see what we can do better, and we'll fix it.
We can't beat this team by giving them layups. I thought they did a real good job of being aggressive, getting to the basket. I thought the first half we did a decent job of keeping them, afloat a little bit. In the second half, they just got what they wanted. We got to be more disciplined to our defense and believe in it.
I think we believe we can beat them. It's just about making the adjustments. LeBron and James are great players, but we got to do a better job slowing them down. We got to take out their other key players, Mario Chalmers, Mike Miller. Got to stop them from getting easy looks. But I definitely, as a group, we believe that we can win this series.
They did what they're supposed to do. They won Game 1. You can't win a series in one game, so we got to get ready and focus on Game 2.
A trademark legs of these Celtics teams in the Big Four era has been their defensive tenacity at the rim. Where was that in Game 1?
Well, it really wasn't there. And you could take a look at the number of contests that there were in the lane to see the difference between the two teams and what they're looking at offensively. We showed you what Miami was getting offensively. Now take a look at Boston. 11 block shots for Miami Heat. Just look at the aggressiveness around the basketball at the point where you're trying to finish these plays at the rim. And it's not just your bigs. It's 6 different guys in this game had a blocked shot. And that means they're all coming. The number of open looks that Boston Celtics players had in the lane or at the rim was virtually non-existent in this game. When you take a look at that compared to what Miami was looking at, you see the difference. And that's just Miami being quicker, more athletic. They play smaller lineups also, But the Boston Celtics smaller lineup is a big problem because once you get past your initial defender, which is Ray Allen, Paul Pierce, having to guard Dwayne Wade, LeBron James, it's a mismatch in terms of foot speed. Who's back there? Kevin Garnett, that's not his strength to protect the rim. He's a fantastic out-on-the-floor 6'11" defender, one of the best this league has ever seen. His strength is not to be a last line of defense, physical presence at the rim. Miami plays smaller lineups too, but their wings and guards are so much more athletic. They continue to pursue, they continue to recover, and they make you take difficult shots at the rim, and I thought it was a big difference. Boston is just having everything close up on them. Very little time to make decisions for them offensively. They're going to have to make some major adjustments. Obviously, you know, Paul Pierce and Ray Allen have to play much better offensively because Kevin Garnett right now is just carrying too much of a burden offensively for this team.
We're going to talk about the rest of the adjustments the Celtics have to make coming up. For what it's worth, the winner of Game 1 in a conference final series goes on to win 80% of the time. Sam Legler, time for plays of the night. We begin in Miami, number 3, third quarter. How about LeBron's D-legs?
Okey doke by Rajon Rondo. Gets Battier to bite, but LeBron is there to protect. Rajon tries to sell the call, but I think it was a good block by LeBron.
I think so. One of 11 blocks. Number 2, Chalmers to James on the backdoor alley-oop.
Paul Pierce trying to take the pass away to LeBron, but he spins out, goes back door, and just gets a little too high.
And then number 1, Dwayne Wade.
Look at that freeze dribble. Great hesitation dribble. Freezes Kevin Garnett, whoop, and then goes by, splits the defense, then the acrobatic finish.
Heat take Game 1, 93.